Hello. Phew. Hello, everybody. How are you today? Let me hurry up and hit that button. Okay, I'm here. Oh my goodness. Y'all, and it's not that I didn't wake up on time because I did. Got up and did all my little girly things, got my stretch on, got everything going, and so did everybody else. So I had to call on my best buddy Grace and ask her to show up. And I'm going to ask y'all, please have grace with me. So here we are. Good afternoon. How is everybody on this beautiful Saturday? Trying to make sure we don't start a fire with these ashy hands. Okay. All right. So the one thing I can tell you before we really get started is that I'm so happy that I chose the itinerary layout that I chose, which is everything in ABC order, because I did not get all of my itinerary completed. I didn't. But what I did get was like the nitty gritty of everything. So, with that being said, welcome everybody. I am your Mama Cougar, aka Kitty Lane, that baby boomer from the peninsula in Virginia. For those of you who don't know where that is, it is Hampton, Newport News, right on the coast. Yes. So, welcome in the castle of Create and Relate, and we are all gathered down here in the den. I am so excited to see you all today. I am always excited to see you all. So, don't think that there is ever a time that I'm not, because I am. You guys are phenomenal, and I am so appreciative of each and every one of you being here. I really am. Okay, so what did your girl have for breakfast? Your girl had crackers and Vienna sausages for breakfast. So I think that's what I had yesterday too. It's all good. At least I had breakfast. I have not had coffee yet. That's a capital Y-E-T. Yeah. Oh, sorry, T. Y-E-T. I know how to do that one. Excuse me, please. But I do have my water. And for once, I have 4 bottles of water sitting in the room. This will be my first sip of drink today. And I know Joan and BB are going to fuss, and it's fine. Because yesterday, all I had was a cup of coffee. I had no water, no juice. No, I did have a bottle of Calypso, but I did not have any water. So I feel like I'm playing catch up today with the water. Absolutely needed. I know that. So we have quickly arrived at our empanada. I have not had an empanada in so long. Oh, just saying the word just makes my mouth crave. Oh, for an empanada. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm in that moment. Okay, so we have come to our first emoji, and we're keeping it simple today. All I need is a purple heart. That's all I need. Y'all know purple is my color, and I'm all about love, self love. I think that's what started our day behind. Before we get into anything, I would like to say to you all, please, please do more than just notice the people around you. Um, Pay attention. Please pay attention to them. Um, that's your CEO. Um, I'm getting a production, a whole stage play going on over here. But yes, please pay attention to the people around you, loved ones, friends. Watch how people move. Pay attention to their facial expressions. Um, when you get a chance, talk to your kids and your grandkids. Um, pay attention when they're not happy and when they say things like they just want everybody else to be happy, and you can see that they're sad. So watch out for those things. Um, I had a lot of moments like that as a child, and they led to some bad decisions. Fortunately, failed bad decisions because there were lots of attempts. But just keep an eye on those things. Keep those people close. Let them know all about self love and how much it means. Okay? Okay, that's my really, really serious moment for the day. Might come up again. I can't promise you that it won't. But now we are on to F. Let's go through our ABCs. A, all aboard. B, breakfast. C, coffee. D, drink. E, emoji. F, focus. Our focus of today, I did complete the 75% of my corner to corner before today. And because of that, I did not work on this yesterday at all. At first, I thought I was going to go ahead on and finish this, but I decided to dedicate yesterday to creating. So I did accomplish the 75%. I hope you all checked out the community post because there is a picture there that I really want you all to see. The wedding blanket was delivered yesterday. The wedding blanket and the story were both delivered yesterday. And I was really, really excited to do that. Unfortunately, the husband was at work, but the wife's brother was there, so he accepted on his behalf. And you'll see that big smiley face up there. And it's only because it's the brother and not the husband. But they have the same build. So yeah, so I'm just saying. Okay, the other thing that I plan to focus on today, so I showed these to a few people, and it's also in the community post. These are perspective panels for the Big Dumb seasonal blanket. I know that's not coming out until next year, but y'all know me, I like to plan, plan, plan. And I did tell you that I was going to make a prototype. So I had one person choose this, I had another person choose this, and then I had another person choose this, and I personally like this. And then the first person who chose said, why don't you make a whole one like this? And I said, but I really like this. And she said, that's beautiful. So why don't you make a whole one like this and a whole one like this? I said, okay, but this is supposed to represent seasons. She says, one can represent two seasons. And it clicked. It's not just the stitches, it's the colors as well. So I'm going to make one, and it's going to have one of these and one of these. So it's going to be a smaller blanket. It's going to have two of each actually. And I'm sticking with the 5 colors that I chose, which you can see in the video that's coming out tomorrow. Um, those colors are red, rose, pink, cream, and teal. So those are the colors that I'm going with. Um, Each of my four colors, of course, representing the season, and the teal is going to be the outline and the border. So that's going to be the first blanket of that. Somehow I want to do more with the panel. So after I'm done with this one, because I think I'm kind of stuck right now and I don't want to go backwards. So I'm going to proceed with that one, moving forward, probably finishing this panel today. And yeah, I said I wanted to finish this panel and just letting it lay in my mind for a little while as we go through the week. As the week progresses, I want to get two more panels complete. I also want to complete this. This is the beginning of the prototype for the body wash holder. As you can see, there's a hole in the bottom, and that hole is for nozzles. If you have like the bottle body wash, the round bottles, or the Bath and Body Works body wash. You can put those in upside down and you don't have to disrupt anything. You can just open it and close it, and your body wash is already down at the lid instead of like this, where I have to do that when it gets kind of empty. Yeah, with the bottles and with the other bottles, you won't have to do that. So that's why I left that hole in the bottom. This is going to have a hook like on the back of it where you will hang it, feed it through the little hole, so you don't need any other type of apparatus to hang it on your bar, your pole. You can hang it from the shower bar. Everybody's soap will be right there. Me, fortunately, I have an accessible bathroom, so we have the handy bars. So it serves the little people as well. I'm getting ready to take everything off my walls in the bathroom. But as I get these completed, I will take pictures so you can see how they're going to hang and where they're going to hang in my bathroom. And hopefully that'll give you ideas. And I will be showing you how to make these. Okay, so that's those three things are the focus for today. Through the week, I plan to finish the C2C blanket. I do. All we have left from here is 30 more rows, and it's in the decrease. So that 30 can be knocked out in no time. We have the border to do after that. Super excited about that because only BB and I know what the border are going to be, know what the border is going to be. Yes, we're the only two. I plan to complete panels 2 and 3 for the prototype to the Big Dumb Seasonal Blanket. I plan to come up with prototype number 2. Can't have just one. No. Gotta have at least a backup. So I plan on making another one of these, different style, different stitches, of course. What I'm using for this one right now is 100% polyester. It is a full worsted weight, and it recommends a 5.5 hook. I am using a 5.5 hook for this. I am also using a 5.5 for this, as this is DK weight. So I will also be working on writing another pattern. I don't know if it's going to be for this prototype or the second prototype or this amazing square that I have in mind. The square that I'm thinking, I want to work on it because it looks phenomenal up here. I've done nothing towards writing it down, but I'm gonna work on that this week and see if I can execute it and then at least get a pattern started for it. Okay, and I also plan to work on my project planner. I've been doing really well, making sure everything goes in its proper place. And I'm excited because it has taken so much manual time away from me in flipping through pages, trying to figure out where stuff is, leaving this here and like, okay, I'll put it up later. And then when I find it later, I'm like, I said I was going to put this somewhere. I said I was going to do this. But yeah, having the planner has really, really helped a great deal. Okay, so now we move on to she. And that is our guess who. And let's see, what can I tell you about this person? This person is pretty, for those of you who have seen this person. Um, she's present quite frequently in the chat. She's positive, always upbeat, and she participates. And clue number 5. Today is her birthday. Does anybody have a clue as to who I may be speaking of? She's pretty, she participates, she's present, she's positive, and today is her birthday. Any takers? Any takers? It's funny, it's the second time I've done that today. How about I tell you all by singing happy birthday to her? Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet Jennifer Redgate. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jennifer. When I was doing my guess who today, I was like, how fitting. How fitting. Because I always said when I first came up with the idea of the guess who, that it would not only be celebrities or people like that. That's why the first one was my Turtle Sonic. And then I was like, I want it to be all inclusive. I wanted to include everybody. I want everybody in here to know just how special they are. And thank you, Jennifer, for all of your contributions and for being the beautiful person that you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And happy birthday, girlfriend. If you have not had a good day before, you're going to have the best day now. We just got this party started. Okay, now we move on to the letter H, which is the healthometer. Do I got to say it? Do I have to say it? I'm just giving today a 10 plus, a 10 plus, despite any adversity or any moments that seem like they wanted to go south. I'm definitely giving it a 10 plus. You are so welcome, love. You are so welcome. Yes, yes. The sun is shining. We didn't get to go. Okay, the family was supposed to go swimming yesterday. Okay. And right at the time that we were supposed to go swimming, the sky opened up. I'm talking about open up with a light show, open up with noise, open up with rain. It just, and then the windy man decided he wanted to get in on it and stop. So I lay here in my bathing suit, and when the thunder began, so did the Z's. I laid down and went to sleep. Did load my car this morning and showed mother her placement. Oh, awesome, awesome. Oh, I love being silly, BB. I do. But we had better sense than to get out there, Jennifer, and try to get in that water or anything. It's over at my daughter's apartment complex. So, we knew better. We definitely knew better. And yeah, so it was a cozy evening at home. I got to work on the Big Dumb seasonal blanket. So something else I want to ask you guys about, because I'm late to this party. They have what's called a chaos blanket challenge going around. Y'all, I'm getting anxiety over this. I am, because I so want to make one. Hey, Miss Tina, how are you? Thank you so much for the reminder. We just sang happy birthday to Jennifer Redgate. It's her birthday. Okay, so the chaos blanket. I still want to do this, guys. Oh my goodness, everything in me is aching to do this. Yes, yes. And I know that my plate looks like a plate for a change. I don't have too much on my plate. And I made sure I left enough room in case something else had to be added. But I really want to do this chaos blanket. I really want to do this chaos blanket. And I don't know if it's draw every week or every 3 days. I really want to do it. And what it is, you take a series of stitches and put them in one jar. You take a series of colors, or you pull your colors and put those colors in another jar. And then you either use a die or the pick method or your phone or whatever. And you pick a number to tell you how many rows of this stitch in this color you're going to do. And I'm looking at all the beautiful yarn that my yarn angels have sent me, and I'm like, oh my God, can you just imagine? And I think this is where I got the concept of just do it when it comes to colors from, because lots of times when I do scrap blankets, or the very first one I did was a V-stitch blanket. And as soon as my nephew saw it, he snatched it. He didn't give anybody a chance. I popped when I went to Maryland. No, I went to Georgia. When I went to Georgia, um, I think that was back in, was it 2017, 2018? Whenever it was, when I went to Georgia, it was in March. I know that. Everybody had an opportunity to go in the tote and get one item. Because that's what I had done for my family. I made everybody something. And then I just made other things in case they didn't want what I made them. When I popped the top to the tote before it's like it had only been open about an inch and a half. As soon as Corey saw that blanket, he snatched. He was like, "This is not it." And everybody marveled at that piece. And when I tell you every single row, I just picked up some more yarn, whether it was a whole skein, whether it was a ball, whether it was something I was frogging, it didn't matter. Whatever I got my hands on next, I think I was into the TV show Supernatural, either that or The Walking Dead. But every time a commercial came up, I'd go grab two more things out of the room and come back in the living room, sit down and crochet. And when they were done, I'd go back and grab two more. So that blanket had no rhyme or reason. Colors that you wouldn't think would ever go together were together on that blanket, and it was absolutely beautiful. I mean, it was absolutely amazingly beautiful. So yeah, yeah. I I can see a chaos blanket happening. I'm going to talk to my team and see what my team says. I have not talked to the CEO at all. I know if I talk to the junior CEOs, they'll both be like, do it. But the two people I really have to get past is the CEO and the sister. I get past those two, y'all might see a chaos blanket on the hooks. I have to prepare for it, of course, because I would have to go through and decide which stitches I would be willing to do. It's more than just saying stitches. I'd have to come up with a number that would be conducive to the stitches that I would want to do. I know that I would not be doing the Catherine's wheel. I don't care if my name is Catherine and there is a stitch out there with my name in it. I will not be doing it. I will not be doing the Jasmine stitch. I will not be doing the Harlequin stitch. They don't tickle my fancy. They don't. Um, and I can't see them. They require a unique space. That's like the crocodile stitch, alligator stitch, whatever you want to call it. Um, but BB, you are learning me, and you know, chaos is like my middle name, and it's like if I don't have that push or that drive, just like I know, as soon as I finish this C2C, I have to start on the other half. Remember, it's 10,000 yards. This is just over 5,000. So I still have to do the other one. And that one's going to be all purple. We got that. The yarn is already there. It's just a matter of starting that one. But I told myself I could not start it until this one was complete. And I'm holding to that. So, oh boy, guys. Guys. The chaos blanket. So I might put that on the list of, yeah, I might put that on the list for today. Can I have another one of those in your other hand? The lighter. You need one? No. Amazon? Huh? Is that one? Almost. CEO, while you're here, there's a blanket going around called the Chaos Blanket. You have your bowl of stitches, your bowl of colors, and your bowl of how many rows to do. And you can make it as big or small as you want it. Can I do one? If you want to add on another project that you know that you already have too many projects. Did y'all hear what she said? Did y'all see my eyes full of water? It's no time limit on it though. Well, you have to come up with ways to justify you doing that blanket. If you know that you have to. Okay. I'll just put it on. I know I really want to try. I'll just put it on the idea list. I have to put it on the idea list, guys. BB says, say yes, CEO. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh, can I prepare for it just in case? Think about it. Okay. 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 I won't prepare for it. We'll think about it. We can mentally prepare. Okay. You already have to know. I know that's what I'm saying. Could I just like pull the yarn and set it aside? Okay. Okay. Get it. Got it. Okay. Okay. Not yet. I got it. She said not yet. She said that with everything that I have on my plate or everything I have in my bucket, When I get things a little more under control, I get some of those things out of the bucket, off the plate, then we can talk about it. So I asked her if I could prepare for it. She said, no, if we start preparing for it, it's going to be enough. So I'm just going to write it on the list of ideas. And all I can do to mentally prepare for it is think of the stitches that I might want. I'll research some stitches and all that good stuff. I'll look, but I won't write anything down. They'll just be in the back of the brain somewhere. These will be the cars that are sitting over in the parking lot. And yeah, I know, BB. I know, but if she catches me started, she's gonna take it. She will. She will. She will take it and put it in a box and put it in the bottom of the coat closet under every other box we have in there. So I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. She took one of my projects. I still don't know where it is. It was not in the plan for that month. And she was like, she came in the room one night and I'm sitting here working on it and I'm just going. I'm like, she said, what are you doing? I said, I just, I, she came over and took the yarn, took the bag. She said, I'm going to let you keep your hook because I know you use it for more than one thing. And I watched it as it walked out the door and I heard the box as the box was closing. And I heard the closet door when it opened. And see, the thing about the coat closet is that everything is in the coat closet but coats. Pictures, DVDs, bowling balls, bowling shoes, puzzles, and it's all packed up in this closet. I mean, from floor to ceiling. So, yeah, I don't go in that closet. I don't. That closet is very intimidating. So I have to put that on the list. Okay. So, in current news, yeah, they're asking everybody to beware of meats and poultry. So please keep that in mind. They had a West Nile virus breakout in New York, the first one reported for the season. Um, be careful, BB, please. In Hawaii, I'm not sure how they're pronouncing. Sorry, but you all know. Oh Lord. But please pray for the Hawaiians and storm. I think it's called Moki. I'm glad I do. That's my life. I it can be the worst storm outside, and I find a way to laugh, not make light of the situation, but to take the intensity out of the air. My mom used to tell me I was always the buttered knife. I would always cut through the situation with such ease and just put everybody's mind to rest. Um, quick story. When I was in high school, we had two really bad storms to come through. And the first one, my mom and I were standing in the back door, and the lady next door had what we call a Cheney ball tree. I think they call them China berries. I just recently had my sister to look them up because she had never heard of it. Um, Cheney ball trees were fun to climb. The Cheney balls themselves, oh my God, they stunk. If you ever pinched open a cherry bomb, oh my God, they stunk. There's no other smell on earth like a cherry bomb. They stink. They stink, but they are beautiful treats. Absolutely beautiful. Um, I don't think they're edible. If they were, I don't think I ever heard of anybody who ever tried to eat one. Hello again, Miss Tina. But anyway, the Cheney Ball tree was in the back in my neighbor's backyard. We had a small one. We had a very, very, very small one. We bought it from North Carolina and rooted it here in Virginia. So my next door neighbor also had a fence around her yard. And excuse me, I'm sorry, we watched this Cheney Ball tree get uprooted partially. At the same time, we're looking over at her house because the way it was uprooted, it looked like it was going to fall away from the house. So we're like, great. We're looking at her house to be sure, because when Chain Ball trees grow, they grow like an umbrella. They look a little bit like a bonsai tree, but it's a very straight root and trunk. And then it branches out, like I said, into what looks like an umbrella. So we're looking over and we see her utility door open. And my mom says, why don't you go over and close it? I go, like I said, tomboy, and I jump the fence and I close the utility door. As I'm coming back across the fence, I hear what sounds like breaking boards. And it scared me and I stopped. And this Cheney ball tree came up out of the ground and landed on me while I was midway jumping that fence. No serious injuries, nothing broken, just knocked the wind out of me. Mom came running outside to get me. We made it through that storm. And then again in 1980, I was a junior in high school. We had another storm to roll through. And my mom and I standing here holding the screen door. We had the storm screen door. And we're holding that screen door. And I mean, because the wind just kept taking it, just kept taking it. We had it closed, we had it locked. And the wind just kept taking it. We're holding on and holding on and holding on. And a branch from the tree in our front yard fell right in the awning over the porch, which was right over the door. Scratched me and my mom up really bad, all in the face, chest, the arms. But that was the worst. We suffered from that. So I'm the one who's supposed to be terrified of storms, right? Well, whenever storms come through, I'm the one that sits there and thinks about all the campfire songs. I'm the one that sits there and starts talking about funny things that happened in childhood. Like road trips from North Carolina when my mom, before we were school shopping, and she bought me a pair of boots, a pair of tennis shoes, and a regular pair of school day shoes. And excuse me, she was getting sleepy. No, I'm not sleepy, I promise you. But she was getting sleepy on her way back to Virginia. And she used to say really, really crazy things when she started getting sleepy. And if she was still here, she would swear to this day that she said, I know you wish those boots were brown. Even though that sounds a little bit like what she might have said, that's not what she said. All of a sudden, we're going down the highway, and my mom was like, Tootsie Dootsie Brown. What you say? Tootsie Dootsie Brown. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, this lady ain't had nothing to drink. And it finally dawned on me, my mama was sleepy. I think I was like 10. So I just tapped her on the shoulder. I'm like, do you want me to drive? And she said, no, 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 I got it. I said, well, tell me something. Who is Tootsie Dootsie Brown? And she was like, what are you talking about? I said, you just said to Tootsie Dootsie Brown when I was wearing the black boots at the time. So she looks at, she's like, uh, uh, I said, I know you wish those boots were brown. Why would I want brown boots, guys? I'm going to school. Black goes with everything. Everything. Brown boots don't go with everything. They don't. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Miss Tina, me and the band had a relationship this morning too. We did. We had a, it didn't want to let me go. I declare my pillows got me in a spoon and it felt so comfortable. And I just nestled right in. And when I woke up, it said 11 o'clock. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, I got 2.5 hours to do 4 hours worth of work. But I got it done. I got it done. That's why I say I'm glad I decided to use the ABC method for my itinerary. Because even if I don't write it down, what you did, got most of it written down. Um, then I'm able to follow and I know what comes next. I don't have to pull straws and guess at it. Oh my goodness. Oh, I feel like something bit me right there. Woo. Okay. There was nothing there, but it just felt like it. Okay, so we got down to the curtains. Okay. So the joke of the day. So a friend of mine approached me and said to me quite simply, um, I know that you always call me Anthony, but everybody else calls me Toby. So I'm like, okay, cool, cool, cool. And he said, whatever you do, please don't say my name backwards. I said, why not? T Tonyynot. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, the pillows do keep us hostage. Let's look ahead and start on the blankets. Miss Tina, here is where I am. The first panel is completely done. It is completely done. We are right at the point of downsizing on the second panel. So I've already reached that 75% goal. I plan on finishing the panel today and possibly joining the two. And then I have two other projects that I have to work on. So I'm going to be working on those two as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. We're going to be putting the border on it later on this week. I do plan on finishing this week, and then I can start on the second one. The second one, if you all remember, it's going to be different shades of purple, and that one is going to be mine. It will probably be slightly larger. I'm going to see what this size ends up being, because if this size is okay, then I'm going to keep it the same size. But if not, then it will be a little bit larger. Yeah, it's not going to be smaller. It's either going to be the same size or bigger. Just saying. I'm just saying. Because I looked at it, the 40, I did 40 across. And the 40 was like here. So you take double that. That's plenty wide. And the fact that it's going to have a border on it. I mean, I'm only 5'3". So, yeah. Not a problem. Not a problem. Thank you. I appreciate the invitation. I really, really do. I love, it's not challenging others as much as it is challenging myself. I love to see what I'm capable of. I know, BB, right? Because nobody knows but us. Oh my goodness. I can give you, being that we're so close, I can give you a clue as to the border. The border is one of my taboo color combinations. It's like I just don't see it together. But when it popped in my head, I was actually on the phone with Vivi. When it popped in my head, I was like, OMG, that is going to be gorgeous because it's not just about color, it's so much more involved in it. The stitch, the amount of each color that you add to it, you know, can these two be equals? Definitely not. Definitely not. But I am taking that smaller portion and it's going to have such a significant impact that it's going to make everything stand out so pretty. So pretty. Oh my goodness. I'm getting the chills just thinking about it. I'm telling you. Woo! Okay, so we did our joke. Okay, Nuggets. Now that Nuggets, I might as well say, is not happening. We are in the third, fourth week of August, and I've received no emails. So we are officially taking that off the table today. Um, and the video that will be coming out tomorrow is actually going to replace that K. Um, and those videos will be coming out in the evening. Uh, they will not be recorded. They will not all be recorded in the evening, but the videos themselves will be coming out in the evening. And I'm thinking of a very creative name for it. Of course, you know it's either going to have Kitty or Crochet with the K in it because it's going to be taking the K spot of our itinerary. And I can tell you all what to look for. Um, I think the concept that I have going is like really, really neat. So this is not something that um, I'm looking for answers to or emails or phone calls or anything. This is simply for your enjoyment. So that is what I am going to be doing there. L, next emoji. Hmm, let me see. We did the purple heart. I'm going to be so simple and basic, y'all. Can I get a smiley face emoji or type the word smile? I think we've had that kind of day today. We've had a happy birthday. Y'all heard the CEO tell me no. And y'all see me being in complete compliance? Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. For our M, I think I have to wing it from here a little bit. And that's because I wanted to show you all my ball bands for this month so far. Knowing that my concentration has been the C2C blanket, all of what we see is going into the C2C. All of these. Yep. All of these are going into the C2C. And I'm excited about that because I'm seeing just how much has gone into this one piece. And think of it, some of those items were scrap, you know, so it's been more than this. So, yeah, yeah, I'm excited. I think I'm going to take this portion up when I finish the blanket. And when I start on the purple one, I'm going to do the same for that one. I think the other difference will be a lot of these smaller bands I won't have with the purple one because I have larger skeins for that one. So it's not going to be quite the same, but that's okay. That is okay. We still gonna work it out. We still gonna work it out. Let's see what else do I have. No spot that I can show you. Yeah, that's all I got left. I did pull this pack out today because where I had it sitting, I kept telling y'all, kept calling me. There's another brown right over on the shelf, and it keeps calling me. It keeps calling me, y'all, and I'm trying to suppress the urge to start something. I'm trying real hard. And then I got puzzle yarn right over there, and it's calling me too. I got some Super Saver ombre right there, and it's calling me. So, oh, I know what I want to tell you about. Real good, cute. Okay. So, usually when I'm in my crochet modes, like I will be later on today and tomorrow and Monday, um, I will find something on TV to just focus on. Usually I'll binge watch something. So last week, up until day before yesterday, actually, it was The Deadliest Catch. I'm a fisherman. I love fishing. I love water. I love boats. So, even though they had some hardships, just watching them out there on the water, pulling in all those fish, excuse me, all those crabs, and knowing that this was a life for them as a sports fisherman, I call myself. Um, I had to, when I first started watching it, I had to get out of myself for a moment and realize that this is a living for them. Because I was like, oh my God, they're cheating, they're dropping nets, they're keeping people from catching fish. And then I'm like, if I jump in the ocean right now, there will be a single me amongst quadrillions, quintillions, sextillion number of ocean creatures, those that we have seen, those that we have yet to discover. I would be one little lost person. And even if every person on the face of this earth jumped into the water, we would be such a small number compared to this vast ocean of beings. So, no, they're not cheating. They're keeping us fed. And that's the way I need to see it. So, once I readjusted my thinking, hey, Zach, how are you? Let me get to a little fish. Yes, yes. Um, I had to realize that they were keeping us fed. They're keeping the fish in the markets, and regardless of them being in competition when they're out there, that's how they make their living. You think about it, they go out on the ocean for weeks or months at a time, and when they come back in with their haul until next season, this is what they do. It's not even like building houses where at the end of April, when the weather breaks and everything is getting good, you'll be good up through maybe October. You've only got November, December, January, February, March, of course, 6 months on. So you can kind of tough it out for 8 months, and 4 months you're off. BB, BB, we have an exit situation. God bless you, and may heaven smile upon you. But like I said, we just gonna be thankful for those people who are out there, and I'm going to continue to watch The Deadliest Catch. But what I've really been watching here lately is DIY Tiff. I think you all remember that I was once a carpenter, and to see her changing her house and her workspace. And the only one that I watched that I didn't enjoy, but I felt the need to watch was when they got rid of the tree. They had a tree that fell on their property and they had to cut the tree up and get rid of it. But it was more educational for me because I remember we had two trees to, thank you, we had two trees to fall in our backyard. And I was so grateful for the neighbors who stepped up and took care, check on the kids and see what's going on. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. But yes, the DIY has made me look at my yarn storage a little differently. And I have always wanted upper storage because we have 10-foot ceilings. And I have this nifty little device here that as soon as I said it, it wanted to get caught up. My little grabber, and I could reach up and grab what I needed. But that's going to take some building. And then we have a vent over here that has to stay open. But it will be a way to lift things up so that they would be out of the way. It would free up a lot of space. But that also means I would have to buy a ladder. So I'm going to look further into that because I think that's something I really want to do. We've been here for going on 6 years, and I can see 4 more years here. I can definitely see 4 more years here. And I figure, to be here 10 years, might as well be comfortable. At this point, when it comes to giving back the security deposit, in all likelihood, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Even though we believe in leaving places spotless, I can get on a ladder. I just have trouble coming down. I don't have a problem going up there. And don't forget, I have junior CEOs. And with me at the base of the ladder and them climbing, they won't get hurt. They got plenty of cushion. Yeah, so like I said, I've really been looking into that. I'd have to call with my boys and see what I can do about getting them to get their behinds over here and making it happen for Mom. That's what they call me, Mom. Mom, Mom. But I think that would work, guys. Can you imagine having all that space up there utilized? Just yarn. And I could color code it. And it will all be in packages. Oh, that would be amazing. I can definitely see that happening. I love you, sis. And I have been doing so much better, ma'am. I have. I haven't fallen in a while. I've been doing really, really, really well. I may have tripped a couple of times, but I haven't fallen. I've done well. I've done really well. For those of you who don't know, I'm high risk fall high risk, whatever you want to call it, risky faller. Seen a lot of days on the ground. But yeah, so like I said, that's why we have the nifty grabber, and that's why we have youngsters. They climb monkey bars, they climb the ladder, going up and down the slides. Yeah, they're good at that. She said I can't even walk on the flat ground. Okay, all right, okay, one for you. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm so grateful you didn't have any damage, Miss Tina. I am so grateful. Um, what else was I going to tell you all? Something else just came to mind and it left just that quick. I do want to reiterate what I said earlier. Please keep an eye on those around you, close to you or not. Um, a lot of people make a lot of individuals feel a certain way, and it's sad. It's hurtful um, that there are people out there that actually get enjoyment out of that, you know, and that's not kosher. That's not cool. So keep an eye, keep in touch with all of those around you. All my prayers go out to everybody. I pray that everybody continues to stay safe. I'm just waiting for my daughter to call and say, hey, we didn't get in the pool yesterday, but we can get in there today. I know you know. Better than fall in the house. No, exactly. Exactly. But always remember, always know that I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. That's not a joke. That's not for show. That is very genuine. That is who I am. But I want all of you to realize, know, and understand that I want you to always exercise self love. Self love. When I say to you that you can't love others the way they deserve to be loved, unless you first love yourself the way you deserve to be loved, what I mean by that is that if you don't love yourself enough, you can't give all of yourself to someone else. You can't put the heart into it that deserves to be there. You can't put the love into it that deserves to be there. So you cannot love others the way they deserve to be loved unless you first love yourself the way you deserve to be loved. And you deserve the best. Remember, Kitty Lane told you. Remember, Kitty Lane loves you. So until we see each other again on these YouTube streets, peace out, everybody. I love you.